Thanks for joining us for another episode. This week we leave the Mundi Mundi Bash and head north to the Mutawintji National Park for some camping, serenity, exploration and camp cooking before the wind damaged our car. Pork belly.
Weber style. First
Morning. Another first for us at Mundi Mundi Bash. It's now 7 a.m. People have been tinkering and packing up probably since 5 and this is what surprised me. There's nobody on the roads. Or there's somebody reversing up there. But usually at this time there's a big queue.
It is rollout morning. The melancholy settles in as we realise that's it for another year.
We're able to pull out onto the actual road really quickly, and it's 10k an hour in Mundyville, and it looks like we've just caught the queue. I have deja vu.
Yeah.
Here's Rob playing the waiting game. Here's Rob doing the waiting game.
So it's bigger than last year, which means the queue's longer to get out
Yeah.
than last year. So
good morning from Mundyville. We're just doing the rollout, and I just wanted to show you what it's like and how big this little city, that doesn't sound right, how big Mundyville is, even when people have rolled out already. It's a bit sad today. We love it so much. I'll give you a 360.
queue's not moving up there, darling.
No. The queue is not moving. And here's Rob. So this is why we have a first aid kit in the car. I've got a whole heap of grit and dirt in my eye, and was starting to really scratch. So Rob just washed it out for me.
So sitting here waiting to leave Mundi Mundi, which is always a slow effort because they, roll people in over 3 days and then roll everyone out in a single day. And for those who've watched a few videos, I wasn't quite sure whether the elapsed time timer on my counter was when the car was started or running. So I put it on, and it is quite clear, the fact that it's counting now, that it happens when the car's running.
We have worked it out. Hurrah! We've started moving. Hooray! Bye, Mundi Mundi.
Bye, Mundi Mundi.
After a quick stop in Broken Hill to visit the dump point and refill our water tanks, we head north to the Mutawintji National Park.
Love that landscape out here.
Thankfully, the roads were open. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
I couldn't make it happen. And it's about the time that you walked in, when I could try to write the story.
We love emus.
I need a space away from all my friends. It's just like they always told me. Looking out over the rooftops, we started something that we can't stop. We sat in silence while the sun dropped down and both our hearts
some pretty awesome walks here.
I'm a believer in divine timing. I'm a believer in the wildest dreams, looking out over the rooftop.
The amenities block has flushing toilets and hot showers. It has been upgraded to include ambulant facilities.
Yeah, so we're at the Mutawintji National Park, and today we're going to be doing the Bingano Range Walk. It's a grade 5, but on the All Trails app it says probably grade 4 and grade 5. There's a couple of rock scrambles. It's about a 9 kilometre, which for those who've watched the channel before is about half of the St Mary's Peak Walk we did around the same time last year. So we'll take you along for the ride.
Yeah, excited.
Stumps. Oh, we've been a massive tree.
Yeah.
So we're now about a kilometre into the Bingano walk. It's been really flat and quite gentle so far. But it is a grade 5, and looks like we're about to hit our first sort of like creek bed area. It's quite beautiful along here. I'll turn it around so you can have a look.
Wow. I've got these signs, but I think you can read them. This one says tally marks to record the number of significant events. This one says the clever man stick. The clever man used this yarra to beat the bad spirits out of the sick. The yarra was made from human hair and emu feathers. And you can see it. Well, I hope it comes up. You can see it there. And a couple more. The grunky mark symbolised the spirituality significant area.
1962, leaving his mark here in the blue triangle. So
Yeah.
one there, and he graffitied the Indigenous artwork up there.
Oh.
Thought that other path was too good to be true, darling. Wow, though. Just check that out. Well, I don't know if you can see that landscape behind us, but it is just spectacular out here. There's, as Annie and I were just saying, there's something about this country that just hits you in the feels. It's just so peaceful and it's stunning. Absolutely beautiful.
I was saying that it's just good for the soul.
It is. It's very lovely out here. All right, well, we've been admiring the scenery so much. We're only 2 kilometres in, so
We better power on a
we'll
little
power
bit
on for a
more.
bit and we'll talk to you in a few kilometres.
Yeah, yeah.
See ya. Check the water holes. It's a bit of a climb down to work. Wow, this is
Goats! I love goats! Oh, they go off the rock.
a nice stepping stone. So we've just stopped for a break 3 kilometres in, just like a little rock pool here. In the background we can hear, you won't be able to hear it over the window unfortunately, but we can hear just the sound of water still running through this incredible, I don't know, it's not really a gorge, it's a gorge, isn't it? The formations here are just incredible. Like it's as red as rock as you'll see anywhere else in the country, I'm sure. And after all the rain, everything is just so green and vibrant. The country is certainly really alive. So we're just going to stop here for a bit of a break and have a little bit of fluid, and then we're going to scramble up
Go check it out.
these this big rock face behind us here. So looking forward to it. Can you see there's a chipped into the rocks? There's a brolga just there. There's a leg, another leg, the body, and then up to the.
We found another.
Just another one here. Can you see like the head, the arms, and then people? The steps are a bit close together. A little platform.
Reminiscent of another hike we've done. Here we go.
Down the rock faces into here. We're just going up the steepest part of this climb. I think we're nearly to the top. It hasn't been much rock scrambling, it's mostly been a straight walk, but it is pretty steep though, isn't it, darling?
It is. Really good. Heavier than I was before.
And this is about halfway through this walk. This walk's about 9 kilometres. So we're looking forward to the view that we get at the top here. The last view is spectacular. I'm sure this is going to be just the same. So we've just stopped in this beautiful little gorge here for a quick bite to eat lunch. I think we're about 6.5 k's through.
Lollies.
Yes, nice lollies, bit of apricot. The thing is, the walk itself was, it's actually, there's 2 steep bits and then the rest of it's all quite easy, to be honest. So I don't know whether it's quite a grade 5 so far. We still have 3 kilometres to walk, but it does look downhill from here. But I'll just show you a little shot of this gorge where we had a quick stop here. It was just beautiful and would be stunning, wouldn't it, darling, with the water running?
If the water was running, you can see a natural pool here where it would, create sort of like a waterfall. Yeah, and it would just be beautiful.
All right, we'll finish this walk and we'll talk to you probably when we get back.
If I had my hands free, I probably would have swung myself through. Actually, that's what we're going to do.
So we did hear there was one rope part on this whole track, and here it is right here.
Oh no. Right.
Oh, should we?
Hey, look at me, I'm tall.
So we're walking along the riverbank now on the way home. We've probably got about 2 kilometres to go. And it's funny, even though it's not steep, this part of the walk, Annie's back there somewhere, I think. She's smiling a little bit more because being a little shorter, she's not having to deal with the amount of obstacles that I've been doing. So I've been doing more squats and lunges to get under fallen branches and things on this walk home. But just like this whole walk, it's just been like changing landscape after changing landscape, and it's just been beautiful. It's been probably the best 4 or 5 hours we've had in months. So nearly home. We'll see when we get there. We think we know why this is a grade 5 rather than a grade 4 track now, is because the rock scrambling's not necessarily steep. It's been the last 2 kilometres of, I don't know if you can see behind us up there, but it's been a really rocky creek bed with no real clear path on either side. So all the rock scrambling's been sort of the last 2 kilometres as we come down. It's been gorgeous. Trouble is, we've probably missed a lot because we've been too busy looking down to make sure we don't trip with our feet.
Because it's had big boulders plus river pebbles plus sand, and so that combination sometimes makes it a bit slippery. But otherwise, it's been a good walk, but it is rock scrambling.
Correct. And it did also have that nice rock pool that you probably saw us having a little breather in and dipping our feet in. It was very nice.
So here we are at Mutawintji, and we went for a big walk today. So I'm going the lazy option. Spag bowl. Some of the stuff that I prepared earlier, just reheating it with some pasta. And yes, once again, I'm using my Genesis, even though I'm sitting here on the cooktop. Oh well, it's what I like to do. So it's our second day in Mutawintji National Park, and the wind has whipped up. It looks like today we're going to get gusts of up to 65 kilometres an hour. So we've pulled in our awning. We did that last night so we could actually sleep well. But you can see from probably the trees and things behind me that it's pretty hectic. We were going to go for a walk today, but we've decided to just sort of do a few things around the campsite. We've even put the car here behind us to block the wind from the van, and it seems to be working, which is really good. But I might give you a quick sort of tour of the campground while we're sort of staying local rather than off doing walks.
While we were tinkering around our campsite, a huge gust of wind lifted the tonneau cover on the ram and caused another ding in the body. We can't be precious about these things, but it was blooming annoying.
So we're cooking a pork belly tonight.
Correct. Nice pork belly tonight.
And we're trying to do chat potatoes.
We just put out a prep video and we left something on.
Yeah, we did. A pan for the weather.
Yes, correct.
So
just make it one.
Little tin foil for our potatoes.
That'll go in. There we go.
Yeah.
So they'll fit in there.
Another little experiment. Chat potatoes, garlic and butter to go in with the roast.
Correct.
So if I come around with Rob here, this is our pork belly.
Sitting on the trivet and hopefully I can get these.
We can have it all work.
There you go. This is what happens when you don't have your proper sealed.
All right, moment of truth. Oh, wow, it's crispy.
I think that'll be crispy enough.
A little bit charred, but that's okay.
That looks so different to what it started off.
I know.
Shrunk a bit, hasn't it?
No, it's just like on water. It's like
fat. That
Yeah.
won't do that. We'll give it a bit longer because the vegetables are just about done, I think.
Yeah. Pork belly,
Weber style, first
Weber
go.
style.
I think that
But here we are, and about to have a nice meal.
at Mutawintji.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's the morning?
It's absolutely beautiful out here today. So yeah, it's a gorgeous morning out here. Rained overnight. Today we're leaving Mutawintji and we're heading to Glen Hope Station Stay, which is about 15 kilometres north of White Cliffs. Just talking to Dad there this morning, and we'll jump on the council website and make sure with the rain we had overnight the roads are still open. But that's the plan for today. Hopefully it comes off, but if not, I'm sure you'll get to see what happens.
Coffee time now.
Yes, coffee time. Coffee time.
Subscribe.